welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be doing a tutorial on this halo inspired Instagram style. Okay, so if you want to know how I got this look, just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply moisture on my face using a moisturizer containing glycerin. I'm really liking this one from Garnier. It smells delicious and it just applies very evenly throughout your face. This will prevent any cracking, fine lines, and your makeup just wearing off because the glycerin makes the makeup stick to your face. Now I'm priming my face using the NYX primer and just going to apply that evenly throughout my face, especially focusing on the areas where my pores tend to show up the most. Now I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Ivory. I'm just going to buff that in using a round brush. So just evenly distribute it all over my face. Now I'm going to use this concealer by Maybelline. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to put that under my eyes in a triangular motion so that we can hide the under eye circles better. And I'm also going to be adding it to the highlight points of my face where the sun or the light would normally hit those spots. That way we can bring out those features. So we can't forget under the chin and the jawline, of course. And now with the damp beauty blender, I'm going to blend all that concealer through my face. Just gonna buff that in. I really like using a damp beauty blender because it hides those lines and it smooths everything out. Can't forget the bridge of my nose so we can make the nose more sharp. And just blend, blend, blend. That's the key. Now using the same concealer, Maybelline concealer, I'm going to use it 2 shades darker to contour my face. This is a very inexpensive way to cream contour, and it works really well because this color that's in Café is very cool toned, so it looks very natural. Of course, if you mess up, you can always take the product off with your fingers. Okay, so it's going to look kind of weird, but once you buff all that in, it's going to look amazing. So using a stiff brush, a flat brush, we're going to buff all that in and just try not to just move the color too much. Just keep it in the same areas, buffing that in carefully so you don't end up with a really dark face and no contour. So just make sure you leave the color where it is, just buff it in a little bit. So you buff it in until it looks good to you. And using a smaller flat brush with the angular shape, we're gonna go ahead and buff the nose, because we don't want to use like a super large brush. It's just gonna put the product all over the face. So this one's perfect for the nose. I really like contouring my nose because it makes, like, it unifies your nose, like it makes your face look more complete instead of just having like everything contoured and your nose just being a white spot there. You know what I mean? So it just kind of makes the look more complete. And it's perfect for people that have larger noses because it makes them look a lot smaller. So now I'm using my FitMe conceal powder, pressed powder, and we're just gonna buff that in. And the powder is in classic Ivory. I'm using a large brush to carefully set my cream contour. So now using the same pressed powder, I'm going to apply it with the smaller brush under my eyes so I can set the concealer and it won't crease or move anywhere. So gently just press it under your eyes, and then you can brush the excess off with your larger brush. Now for the eyes, I'm going to use my, okay, so we're going to set the contour with the powder before we start the eyes. So using the two colors on the lower palette, on the lower side of the palette, the cooler tones, I'm going to set the contour and just basically follow where I had already done the cream contour to set those areas and intensify the effects. You don't need that much to get a good contour. So just remember that you can always build onto it. It's better to have less than more. So using my Tartelette Tease by Tarte, we are going to use the color Heartbreaker for the crease. And we are going to start at the crease and with circular motions, buff that in. It's like a really pretty dark color, very matte, which is perfect for crease. For the crease, it's not too dark, not too light, so it's a really good color for the crease. And using a clean brush, I'm just going to just fade the color out throughout the crease. So what you do on one side, you got to do it on the other side. So now we're gonna buff that side too. Just buff it so you don't have that harsh crease. You want something soft, especially for this look. So now using the color BFF, I'm using a sponge applicator to apply that color in the inner and outer corners of my eyelids. It's a very pretty dark burgundy color that really stands out. It's not like a typical brown, so just to add a little variation, we're going to use this color. So now what you do on one side, do it on the other side, and it's going to look funny at first, but once we completely blend it in and add the rest of the colors, it's going to really look put together. So I apologize, my camera just overheated and turned off, so now I'm using my other camera. So basically what we did is add the crease color crush in the center of the eyelid, and we did the same thing on the lower lash line, and voila. And now that was blush, and using the MAC by Antonio Lopez, and I applied it on the apples of my cheeks. And now we are highlighting my cheekbones and the nose and my upper lip. Basically the highlights of the key points that would be highlighted on my face if the light was to hit on them. So a good trick is to apply fixing spray on your face and on the brush. That way you can get a stronger highlight. That's a really good trick that I learned recently. That seems to work for me. And this fixing spray is by Pixi by Petra, and it smells amazing. It has rose water and green tea. So now we're gonna do the mascara, and this one is by Loreal, and it's my favorite, all-time favorite. It's Telescopic in black, and I did my upper and lower lashes. And of course, what would eyebrows be without eyebrow gels? So this is one of my favorite products, and it's very affordable. It's by e.l.f., and it really helps set my eyebrows, and you know, they won't move the whole day. They will look amazing the whole day. So now we're completing the look with this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Crush, and just applying it evenly throughout the lips. This lipstick is amazing. It lasts all day. It's not sticky. It doesn't crack. I really love this product. Anastasia did an awesome job with these. All right, so this is a final look. As you can see, it's not very difficult, and it's a look that's very wearable, and it's very in style, and hope that this tutorial helped you with some tips on achieving this look. If you have any questions, any comments, just please post them below. All right, until next time, bye.